Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we roll along on this Saturday, May the 4th. And, of course, in studio with us on the first Saturday is Gene Smith and Dave Gabbert. But we're going to let them have a little break here as we talk one of my favorite subjects, and is the junior fishing rodeos. And as I told you earlier, for the first time in, over 70 years, there will not be a junior fishing rodeo other than this one I'm getting ready to talk about, because the rodeo that I've been involved with has been nixed. And so there will not be a junior fishing rodeo on the first Saturday in June, but we got one that's coming up on May the 18th, an annual affair at what I believe to be the greatest name for any lake to go fishing at, and that's Ketchum Lake. And who better to talk about this big event than the man that probably started it is sitting here to my left, John Charles Wilson, and the man he's handed the mantle to over here as the Agri-Center president, and is John Butler. Appreciate both you guys being with us this morning. Good morning.
Larry. It's a pleasure.
Morning. Thank you.
Y'all ready to talk fishing rodeo?
Let's go.
Always. And this is an event, I don't know how many you've done now, John Charles, you remember?
This is about our 15th, I believe.
50th?
No, 15th.
Oh, that's my bad ear. Okay, no.
If you don't remember, he'll make it up.
Yeah, that's right. Nobody will ever know.
No.
But 15, so to speak.
We've been doing it for a long time, and it's become quite a tradition at Agri-Center, and we have a lot of youth that come out for it. Made a few changes in it over the years, and John has made a few changes since he became president, and changes for the better, and we're putting a lot of fish in the lake, and kids are catching out a lot. I think last year was
1 ton.
1 ton of catfish that were caught out of the lake.
Wow,
that's a lot of catfish.
So talk about it, John. Why does the Agri-Center want to do this?
Well, I'm going to let John Charles talk about some of the specifics as far as.
Oh yeah, I just want to know from your perspective.
I want to tell you about the young lady that won it last year.
I want to hear about it.
She was 10 years old, blonde-headed, and caught 66 pounds of catfish in an hour. It was incredible.
Repeat that again.
She was a fishing.
66
catfish
pounds?
whisperer. She caught 66 pounds of catfish. She walked out with enough catfish to feed her whole family for 2 months, probably. It was incredible. I mean, she knew exactly what she was doing.
That's one of the great things about our rodeo is that what they catch, they
cleaning
take home
66 pounds. I'm sorry, but I'm still in shock over that last one.
Well, we've actually got somebody that'll do the cleaning for you at the rodeo now. There is a charge for that. But,
I hope so. Yeah, I didn't know that.
But
that's
you can
another
get
one
it
of your
done.
sidelights?
Yeah, that's what I do.
You're not the fish cleaner. He's the fish
Actually,
whisperer.
I'm the new guy. He puts me clean.
Oh, you get the but no, that's we'll talk about the event then. But really, John, why do y'all do this?
Well, it's just an opportunity to give back to the community. You know, a lot of kids these days are stuck inside, don't understand the wonders of the outdoors. And to John Charles's credit, one of the coolest things about the campus is that we're a 1,000-acre farm. And part of that outdoor experience is getting people to enjoy what God's given us.
So what are we looking at now? I'm looking at the female catfish on the flyer right here.
Yes, because the smile on it.
It looks like Daisy. Daisy the catfish. I want to name her right now. So what are we talking about? I know Pacifics, ages 5 through 13.
Yeah, and Larry, the it's on Saturday, May 18th, and it's going to start at 7 a.m. That's with registration, and then fishing will be from 7:30 to 9, and then we'll be giving awards at 9:30, and we got thousands of dollars of awards that we give away, and it's a lot of fun. We give prizes for the first fish caught, the most fish caught,
I know about that.
place for that, and the largest fish caught. And we got to tell everybody on the front end, if you happen to be one like this young lady that had 66 pounds of catfish, and there's anybody that might be close to you, you got to hold up because we may have to break the winner with a tie of weight.
Sure, yeah.
It's easier to run these rodeos by numbers than it is by weight, because if you have to go to weighing all of them, it really gets.
Well, so how many fish did she catch?
I forget the count on her string, but it was impressive.
It's got to be 66 catfish.
She had fish everywhere.
And she had her spot, I know, and she'll probably be back here this year in the same spot.
I don't doubt it, and she probably had the stinkiest bait you've ever heard of in your life.
Well, that's the reason.
That's the reason she was catching.
The stinkier, the better when it comes to it.
They catch it with everything. The stinkiest bait, or they catch it with shrimp or crawfish.
Chicken livers.
Night
crawlers.
The whole thing.
Everything, the whole gamut. So
and it's at Ketchum Lake, which everyone knows is right between Farm Road and Germantown Road on your right, heading east. On Walnut Grove, you can't miss Ketchum Lake, and you're going to put some fish in there, right?
Yeah,
it's already got fish because I know this is a lake that normally you can go and
we're
catch
putting them
fish.
in there right now. It's going to be.
You need to
get them in almost be jumping out of the lake when those young people walk up there.
When you put new fish,
he's really getting carried away. They're jumping out of the lake now.
It stirs
him
up.
He can say this, can't he? Now
he does.
Yeah.
He's learning from me.
He's learned, hadn't you? Yeah. I think I've heard that before.
Hey, we don't want to forget about our sponsors for this.
Oh, you do have sponsors?
Yeah, Helen Agri Enterprises and Tennessee Department of Agriculture are sponsors with us, and we certainly do appreciate them and their work with Agri Center.
And then, of course, the TWRA, I'm assuming.
TWRA, and we appreciate Larry Ray sponsorship. Being on this radio is a lot of help.
I'm going to make sure that we mention it as many times as the event, and that Saturday morning of the event, but we for sure mention it on our May 18th show because there'll be time to get on out there and register at 7 a.m., fishing an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
I like that. We went to 2 hours, but you got an hour and a half.
It's rain or shine.
Rain or shine, unless lightning.
Unless we have lightning, we'll delay for that. And then
has it ever rained?
It has.
Yes, it has.
It has.
Yeah.
But you know the weather around here, right, Larry? Just wait 24 hours if you don't like it.
I know that. Look at the 10-day forecast, John. You're already looking ahead, I bet, aren't you?
Oh yeah, we're looking ahead.
You're already looking ahead. And
these kids don't care whether it's raining or not when they get out there and start fishing. They're just having a great time, and we want the adults to come and have a good time as well, but we also want them to let these youth fish.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes adults get involved in it a little bit too much. And
I didn't know that. Gene Smith knows
but we
that.
want them to have a good time as well, but let these youth do the fishing. They need to catch and feel what it feels like to pull one of these giants in, and then if the child starts going toward the water, if the fish is that big, then it's time for the adult to step in. Hold on to the child.
Bring a net. Make sure you bring a net, because this is a chance for kids that maybe have never caught first fish. I know have probably been at this event over the years.
We had a young man catch his first fish last year, and as soon as he saw it, he threw the pole down and ran away.
Oh, he was scared of it.
It was quite a sight.
Oh, they're ugly.
But his grandmother knew exactly what that fish going to taste like.
Oh, Grandma knew.
She jumped in.
Grandma knew.
It was pretty funny.
And it's
pretty funny.
Really something to see an 8 or 10 pound catfish come out.
That's what I want to ask you. What's in that lake? I mean, is there a chance to catch a 10-pound catfish?
Some monsters
Absolutely.
In that lake.
There's some monsters in it. They lay down, like I said, they'll lay on the bottom for years and years and years, and then you put a new load in there and it stirs them up.
Well, yeah. If somebody came into my house, I'd stir it up too. Once you've had it all. Again, we're talking about the Agri Center International Junior Fishing Rodeo, May the 18th at Ketchum Lakes, and I really enjoy this thing because the chance to win some prizes, have a great day. We have to admit there is a fee, but that fee is for a reason.
Well, we call that a contribution toward Agri-Center's educational funds, and we certainly appreciate everybody if they would do that. But if they don't, then we certainly understand that as well. But we're not turning anybody away.
Things are really going out there. I tell you, John, Christine, I get those. There's so much going on at the Agri Center, and if folks don't realize, which I know you got the farmers market, you got all these different kind of things. The strawberries, you can't tell me they're picking strawberries in the mud, but I know the strawberries are going on.
They're on plastic beds. They've been picking almost for 10 days. I had some last night. They're absolutely amazing.
Really?
Absolutely.
I saw the sign, and my wife can't even get into her garden at Shelby Farms. She's dying to get. She has a garden plot over there by the Pendle Farm in that area, and it has for years. And she said the strawberries are picking. So I know this.
And our farmers market opened up May 1st, so it's open and running. We're glad.
I was going to ask about that. So it's opening and running, and there's so many other things besides the fishing rodeo. You guys have really, and John Charles did this, and John, you have followed up on this. Go to the website. What's that? agricenter.org. Go to that and see how many events you guys put on. And this one here, it may seem small compared to some of the other ones, but I think this is one of your important events.
It's a great event, but overall we host over 1.4 million people annually to our campus. We're the largest agritourism destination spot in Tennessee.
1.4 million.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's impressive, John. You've been around a while, buddy. Those numbers blow you away. First day on the job when you were.
We didn't tell him that on the first day.
No, well, you didn't, did he? Did you? No,
I can remember that.
You didn't tell him everything.
He didn't tell me, but this is not the time or the place for that.
No, well, it's farming time too, so you guys need to do this. But
and I tell you what, we certainly want to invite all your fishing friends that were at the fishing rodeos that you were.
There you go, folks.
We want to invite them out and be a part of this. I think they'll really love it and have a lot of fun and.
It's so hard to find.
Once again, it's children 5 to 13 years old. So
it is the easiest thing to find.
It is easy.
I mean,
Walnut Grove Road.
40,000 cars pass by there every day.
90,000.
90. Well, where'd those other 50 come from?
Yeah, well,
they must be when I'm trying to make a left turn.
It's kind of like
where
fishing.
They are.
That tail can get bigger and bigger.
But that is really. I mean, it's probably one of the busiest intersections.
Absolutely, it is.
And
it's on Walnut Grove Road and Germantown Parkway. And,
two of the crown jewels of the Shelby County are Ducks Unlimited and the Agri Center. They're right there amongst each other. And if you have not been to either one of them, shame on you. Thank you guys for stopping by this Saturday morning. Again, that's May the 18th. That's not long off, 2 weeks away. The Agri Center Junior Fishing Rodeo at Ketchum Lakes, ages 5 through 13. Registration at 7, fishing from 7:30 to 9. Be home for lunch to cook all them catfish, right?
That's right, absolutely.
All right, guys. Thank you, John. Thank you, John Charles. Always good to see you all. All right, let's take a break. On Outdoors with Larry Ray, the man is in the house. Can't wait to talk quail. Talk about the Earl Bulldogs over there, too. I even know that's the nickname over there. Be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.